a boss. The piece of a slap, clap your Masicka and wife off your bro. He's up of a spear.
There's only one GOAT in dancehall, and it's Shabba. Let me say that again. There is only one greatest of all times in dancehall, and that would be Shabba.
Wagwan people, so what are you again with another fresh update? Hope everybody doing good as always. And Tommy Lee revealed some shocking details. Basically his communication with Vybz Kartel before the clash even start. Yeah man, we're gonna show no Wagwan. Also, we have Irish, we have Chin from Irish and Chin. Basically I make we know say yo, there's only one GOAT in dancehall. We are gonna make you check out him video. But people me are big enough to press on the like button. YouTube, like when you know like the video, you see me? So as no jump on the video, like it so YouTube can push the video to a larger audience, you see me? Yeah, man, we get the likes up quick and fast. But that's what me I said. Tommy Lee shared some details because last night was Vybz Kartel's son's birthday, Liquor Addy, and they celebrated at Mecca, you see me? Tommy Lee was in attendance. You don't know, him I go perform him song from the Clash, and most people think it's a hit song. So while performing, Tommy Lee break the performance to share some details because apparently Tommy Lee met up with Vybz Kartel in Malta. I think Vybz Kartel did have 2 shows in Malta as well, in which sold out, big shows. You see me people? And Tommy Lee I make you know say, yo, him put it to Vybz Kartel and say, me see where Masicka disrespect you. Me see where Masicka drop some subliminals. You want me rub him out for you? Kartel response was shocking. You see me? Anyways, I make Tommy Lee explain it. Let's walk out.
All you know is a real boss. Deserving crown. Let me see. Bam, 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 bam. What do you got, Martha? I'm Mr. Real Boss. The piece of a slap, clap your Masicka and wife off your bro. He's up of a spear. Mr. Real Boss. Not even you can't tell me some spear, man. You violate.
Sorry people, if you don't want to watch the full performance, go over Pelpa Time TV, you see me? But as you can hear, Vybz Kartel actually wanted Tommy Lee to spear Masicka, or basically not to clash him. So all this time, Masicka feel like see your Kartel no rate him. Kartel actually rate him, you see me? Hence the reason why I tell Tommy Lee to leave him alone. You see me people, but Tommy Lee say, yo, he's a bad pitney, he's a unruly pitney. Him not talk from teacher. Because I popcorn alone are the unruly boss. You see me? Say, dog's alright, him this yo, me I run out upon him said way. Me no care. You see it people. So, as Tommy Lee explain, I that go on. But only thing, drop on the thoughts upon this in the comments. You see me? If you reach this point and like the video, I beg you to like the video. Remember, YouTube like it too. When you like the video, you see it? Anyhow, we are jumping at the details here. Because as we know, there are GOAT, Masicka say the GOAT of dancehall right now. Vybz Kartel say the GOAT of dancehall. Anyhow, you have Irish, you have Chin from Irish and Chin. You see me? And in basically I say, yo, a Shabba the only GOAT in the dancehall, and this is a film explanation.
There's only one GOAT in dancehall, and it's Shabba. Let me say that again. There is only one greatest of all times in dancehall, and that would be Shabba. That's it. Shabba Ranks, greatest of all times. Now, some of you may want to call yourself the greatest in my mind because that is what you guys are, the greatest in your mind. But you're not the greatest of all times. So when you hear other artists referring to themselves as GOATs, it's a disrespect to Shabba. It's a disrespect to the work that Shabba put in. Hands down. Shabba is to dancehall of like what Bob Marley is to reggae.
Yes.
Say it.
Yes.
Shabba is to dancehall what Bob Marley is to reggae.
Facts.
That's it.
Facts.
There's no, you would never, and let me just say this, big on board. You would never question whether Bob Marley's the GOAT of reggae. Don't question if Shabba's the GOAT of dancehall. Why would you not think it's disrespectful to give yourself a title that somebody else earned without putting in the work that that person has put in? So when we in the dancehall space keep throwing around these titles because we feel like we are the best at the moment or in the moment, it's disrespectful. The more you abuse a sacred title is the more the title starts to have no value whatsoever. There will and will always be only one GOAT in dancehall. It's Shabba. It can't change. There is nobody who is going to come in dancehall and do what Shabba did. He did it already. He did it at a time when it could not be done or was not being done. Make it make sense. How are you now going to turn around and use the word and we start using the word GOAT loosely? I don't understand that. I see that as a big disrespect to the people that put in the work. Now, and I'm not saying that the artist them is directly trying to disrespect Shabba. That's not my argument. I am saying that dancehall needs to stop allowing artists and individuals to throw around titles. So when you hear somebody say you're the GOAT, the industry is supposed to say, no, you're not the GOAT. Oh, you have to be the GOAT, right? Up to this day, Shabba shakes a room. We're talking about 30 years after. Shabba still walks into a room and shakes a room. Oh, what if I be the GOAT? I don't understand. I don't understand how we got artists who have not impacted the space or the world like how Shabba impacted the world, but then they call themselves the GOAT. But it needs to be said. If you cannot call yourself a GOAT if you did not do anything, first of all, you can't call yourself a GOAT at all. Because there's only one greatest of all times. You can't have two. There's only one greatest of all times. You cannot have two. Right? And even when Shabba has gone and made his transition, you still cannot take away the fact that he's the greatest of all times. And again, Summer Uno are the greatest in your mind. But Shabba Ranks is the greatest of all times. That's two different things. Some of you may feel that you're the greatest in this time, and that's fine. It's good to feel like you're the greatest in this time. I think every artist should feel like they're the greatest in this time.
Or in their time, yep.
Or the greatest in your time, however you want to put it. But the greatest of all time, there will never, ever, ever be a Shabba Ranks. Right? You would never question if Bob Marley is the GOAT of reggae. Don't question that Shabba Ranks is the GOAT of dancehall. There's nobody that would dare to say that they're the greatest reggae artists of all times. They won't. Because they know that would be a disrespect to Bob. Well, saying that you are the greatest dancehall artist of all time is a disrespect to Shabba. Because nobody knows Shabba work, and there's nobody that can do Shabba's work. Because Shabba's work was done in a time, everything was different. Yep. And he opened those doors. And everybody will eat food off of the music, will eat it because...
See people jumping on thoughts in the comment section. Me agree with him, say Shabba is a GOAT in dancehall, but there can be more than one GOAT. You see me, people? Yeah, there can be more than one GOAT, so I don't think Shabba the only GOAT in a dancehall. But one thing though, as what I say, drop on the thoughts on this in the comments. Remember to leave a like on the video. Very, very important. You see me? And remember to share the content. And if you're new, just subscribe. You see it? I'm out.